Yeah.
Say my name again. Now be like Destiny's Child and talk about say my name, and I got something for you.
Okay, I'm lost, but I'm with you. And
I don't know what's going on, but I got your back, man. Now I know who Ocho is, man, but here's like I said, it's not so. This stems from this beef or altercation going on with them, but it continues. So Mike Epps, he came in and responded to this, which is where you got again the masturbating picture of him right here. So he came in and he responded, and of course, you know, with each conversation, things escalate. That's right. Double Toasted Live is going to be in Los Angeles Saturday, April 27th at the El Porto Theater. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and the very vast toasted community out there, I want you all to weigh in on this subject, whether you're black, white, or anything in between. If you're a green Muppet or something, please let me know how you feel about this, because I want to talk about something that I'm particularly concerned about with the black community when it comes to entertainment. And that is beefing. Now, I know we just had a show come out where we had these Asians beefing with each other, but beefing is a big thing within the black community. And the reason why I'm bringing this up right now, because beefing is nothing new. You know, beefing is when people have rivalries and they go at it, you know, for clout, and sometimes it's great marketing. You know, it's very big in the hip hop community. You know, some people say the rap beef, well, that's just a part of the culture. My concern with beef right now, though, and beefing is it has, well, you know, it's been, rivalries have been existent for a lot of forms of entertainment, but right now it's pretty hot and has crossed over and has become pretty prevalent within comedy. And it's, you know, it goes back, and I hate to keep bringing Shannon Sharpe up on the show because, you know, it seems like every week he's talking to somebody, I'm bringing them up, but you know, this is not so much about him. Although it does involve him. And this conversation stems from, I guess, some beef that he has with a comedian out there. If you don't know who Shannon Sharpe is the guy that he was the host of the Shay Shay Show, where he interviewed Cat Williams. And ever since he interviewed Cat Williams, well, the whole comedy community has been blowing up right now. Right. So this beef that Shannon Sharpe is usually talking to people, or other people have beef with other people, lately comedians. But Shannon Sharpe, well, he got mad at somebody, got a little pissed off. And that person, now, if y'all know what I'm talking about here, you let me know. You might know about this story already. That's why I want a lot of you to weigh in. But this all started with Mike Epps. And I'll show you Mike Epps right here. Here's Mike Epps, taking a little nap right now, jacking off or something. But Mike Epps is... you know, Mike Epps, comedian Mike Epps, and movie star comedian Mike Epps. I mean, he's a very talented guy, very funny. But he was doing a show where he was talking about how he was asked by Shannon Sharpe, and that's Shannon Sharpe, big guy on the way on the left right there. And of course, that's Mike Epps over on the right. He was doing a show where he talked about how Shannon Sharpe asked him to come onto the show, and he wasn't gonna go on the show because, and I'm probably oversimplifying this, but because Shannon Sharpe looks too much like Medea. And he insinuates that Shannon Sharpe, he says he looks like Medea because Shannon Sharpe is probably gay.
Shannon Sharpe called me trying to do an interview. I said, no, Medea, I ain't doing no interview. So you can sit across from me and look at my balls. I'll sit down there.
He essentially called he called Shannon Sharpe a big old Medea knockoff because he's gay and because his name is Shay Shay, you know, so.
Oh, he is gay.
What?
He is gay?
Shannon Sharpe? No.
Oh.
No. Not that I know of. I mean, y'all telling me something. No, get out of here. Now we starting beef.
No, sorry.
I'm coming and beat my ass. No, but that's what it comes down to. So Shannon Sharpe did not take that routine too kindly, and he addressed it on his show, and I believe he addressed it on the show with a guy who I think is gay right here.
Y'all know who I'm talking about.
I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm with you.
Say my name again, and I'm gonna put the and I'm gonna release it.
I like this dude. He ain't nothing. He ain't nothing but his hype man right there.
Right.
Yeah, Shannon. Yeah, get him. She kick his ass, Shannon.
Took him down.
Yeah, whatever you say, Shannon. Shit, I think he's sucking his dick right now.
He look like he 3D generated. He look like a little PlayStation 4.
He looked like a PlayStation version of Tyrese Gibson.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a little bit more right here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Say my name again. Now be like Destiny's Child and talk about say my name. And I got something for you.
Okay, I'm lost, but I'm with you. And
I don't know what's going on, but I got your back, man. Now I know who Ocho is, man. But here's like I said, it's not so. This stems from this beef or altercation going on with them, but it continues. So Mike Epps, he came in and responded to this, which is where you got, again, the masturbating picture of him right here. So he came in and he responded. And of course, with each conversation, things escalate. And so we finally got to this point right here.
So many people talk crazy about you. They was on Saturday Night Live talking about you, imitating you. But now you want to fight me? And I'm going to see you.
Eating sunflower seeds? What's going on? He's spitting out shells?
Yeah.
A booger fell on his lip or something? What the
Dignity.
Lately. Don't do no fighting. Now, Ocho, you shut up and go get some eyebrows. So you shut up.
So, listen, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was saying this the other day, and we talked about Shannon talking to Monique. I love that everybody's coming out and seeming like real people. We're seeing people talk to each other in a way we've never seen people talk to each other before, thanks to, the internet. People are out there and, we got these devices where people can respond immediately. We can post immediately with our response. And these people, we see these people in their elements in the bedrooms and all this kind of stuff, talking, they drinking on camera now, where they just spilling the, they say spilling the tea on everybody, throwing shade on everybody. So I'm truly fascinated by all of this. And also let me just make it known that Shannon and Mike did say that they were going to meet each other at the All-Star game and that they were going to talk it out. They're not going, ain't nobody going to fight. Nobody's going to shoot each other, anything like that, because, well, that's stupid. Y'all grown ass people. That's dumb. But for one, this is why I never really liked beef, even within hip hop. And that's why, I want to get y'all's opinion on this. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about you, Carmen, John, you, the community out there. I just want to get your opinion on this, because maybe I'm taking it too seriously. Maybe I'm looking at it too hard. But let me tell you this. It's good that they decide to come together. Maybe this would be a good example for people. They decide to talk it out, because that's what grown ass people should do. But man, I never really liked beef before. Even when it was mainly within the hip hop community, and and that was part of the culture, whatever. I'm gonna tell you why I never really liked beef with black people. Everybody has a rivalry. Everybody goes at it. We're all human beings. No one is going to get along 100%. But when it comes to black people in entertainment, it just seems like another way to divide us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it seems like it's just another way to get us to go at each other instead of helping each other. It seems like it's beef is a way of normalizing us bringing each other down and tearing each other down, especially when it starts to escalate to things such as threats of violence. Yeah. I know history. We were never given a chance to have a legacy. We were never even given a chance to really help each other out. But I'm just saying it still doesn't excuse, to me, it just doesn't seem like it's still an excuse for us to go at each other these days. And by the way, not everybody does that. I just got through talking to this dude, Kemp Powers. Kemp Powers is he's the director, or one of the directors of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And when I talked to him, he told me straight up, he said, yeah, listen, because I asked this question. I said, you're a black man working in Hollywood. Do you feel like black people support each other, or do you feel like we don't support each other enough when it comes to, us being involved in entertainment?
Well, I think it's a complex. I really don't want to generalize, man, because like my friends support me, my associates support me, and a lot of those people are black, you know, but a lot of those people are also white and Asian and Latino. You know what I mean? Like Regina King supports me. You know, my boy James Samuel, director who did The Harder They Fall and Book of Clarence, you know, supports me. My boy Reynaldo Marcus Green, who did, you know, King Richard in the upcoming Bob Marley movie. So from my perspective, yeah, black people support each other in the business because I'm surrounded by the Lucas brothers, you know, my dudes, the Lucas brothers, you know, Shaka King, David Oyelowo. These are all people who support me big time. They're people I can reach out to, call, I kick it with, you know, we share stories. And so I exist in a world that's like a lot of black artists who have been friends and collaborators and mentors. They support me pretty heavily, but I can't then generalize because it's like, wait, what is the responsibility of a black artist to support, you know, someone else who's in your business who's black if they're being shady?
So, you know, he gave a very good answer. And I didn't skew that one way or another. I was hoping he would give a positive answer, which he did, which was, you know, black people do support each other. So don't think that doesn't happen. It does. It's just that, you know how the media is. They love to highlight the mess. They love to highlight, you know, the fighting. They love to highlight the violence. And so when I think about, you know, us beefing or arguing or anything with each other, I think it's just a way of normalizing us going at each other and making us feel like, oh, well, that's just the thing we do, or that's just the culture or whatever. I think it's harmful, you know, and when I see it crossing over it's crossing over into comedy, you know, hip hop is one thing, but now it's crossing over into comedy. And I'm thinking like, all right, you know, this is just senseless, man. You know, I think we should really concentrate on, there's a lot of people on the come up right now. And I think people should actually, you know, use their position to help others. And they do. Like, you know, Cat Williams says, I'm always giving people money. I'm always helping comedians and whatnot. So they do. I think we just have to be careful about what we put out there and highlight and what we like to, you know, be proud of, or, you know, how we portray ourselves, especially within the field of entertainment, you know, because, you know, there's you know, that might sound like a conspiracy theory, but there are people who would love to see us tear each other apart and bring each other down without them having to do the work. This is how it is. I don't know. What do y'all think, man? Am I being too serious here? And Chad, y'all,
No.
you know, Chad, you let me know too what you think. But you guys, please, you know, chime in.
So what I want to say is like, now in the TikTok world, I'm on the dark side of TikTok, and that's where a lot of black folks are, no pun intended, and stuff like that. So there is a lot of, there definitely is a lot of like drama that does happen in that area. Mm-hmm. You know, now there are people in there, they trying to talk, you know, black men, black women trying to talk about how to make their relationship better, that kind of stuff. But then that easily devolves into like, you know, against each other. So even now there's like, you know, I got my TikToker, she's really great. Her name is Tea Time. And she just got into it with this lady who is like a TMZ of black folks. Producer. She's a producer and stuff like that. And she's been having beef with her for the past like week and a half. And she was to get on live, talk shit. And this lady supposed to be a producer, trying to help her make a show on, on Tubi and stuff like that. But it's just so much shit that had went through it. Like she calling names, all that stuff. So it's like when you get that kind of stuff, we as the audience pay attention to it and we give it ratings and we give it credence and stuff like that. So it does kind of fall back on us. She didn't bring
People
it up.
Trying to guess who this person is, can you say?
You mean the TMZ black lady? Yeah. Her name, she's on TikTok and YouTube, and her name Nosy.
Nosy
Bystander. Nosy Bystander, okay. Yeah, so she's like the black TMZ. She's the one coming out about TD Jakes, about certain things and stuff. So she's pretty prominent in that part. So yeah, she was beefing and stuff, and it just kept evolving and evolving. And I could actually call my girl and get on there, and she can tell you about that kind of stuff. But
I just think, though, when we talk about beef with black people, I think about two major beefs that I can think of, like that Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, didn't they beef for a minute?
No, I think the
Or did
public
they
was,
see
they
eye
just,
to
they
eye?
just didn't, they just had different opinions. Martin Luther King says, this is, by the way, Martin Luther King wasn't as docile as y'all think. He took an ass whooping because that was the right marketing at the time. But he said some pretty strong things where it's like, we don't have to do this all the time. This out there. They cover this stuff up. But he just said, listen, the approach is that we don't want to scare these people. That's because all this stems from fear. Martin Luther King was like, we got to show nonviolence so that they can, first of all, we can get sympathy from people, and we don't create, any kind of fear with them. And then Malcolm X, which I think is, again, very justified. He said, well, that's cool, but if somebody harms me or touches me, I have a right to protect myself. Malcolm X was not violent. Everybody sees the image of him at the window with the gun, and they think like, oh, he was a violent militant person. No, he was just like anybody else. If you touch me, I get to hit you back. That's what America was built on.
The second one is Biggie and Tupac.
Oh yeah, see you're right. You're right about that. Mm-hmm. That whole East Coast West Coast thing that was going on.
That was a huge big beef. And the diss song that Tupac sent out.
Oh yeah,
that killed it.
See, when I saw that kind of stuff, when they were going, you're right. You're exactly right, Carmen. When I saw that, it just kind of made me sad. I was like, these young brothers are taught to they are almost encouraged by the public and the business to go at each other and try to kill each other if it ever gets to that point. Which Biggie, he always kept it to like, listen, this is just lyrics. But Tupac was kind of wild.
He was wilding out. It was poetic justice self.
Yeah, but I think that's a great point. That is a great point, Carmen. I'm not saying that people, again, it's just human nature to argue with each other, to have rivals with each other, even to get violent with each other. We're human beings. It's going to happen. I'm just saying that should not define us.
But we just do it in such a spicier way. We season every goddamn thing that we do. So beefing, of course, we seasoning that too. I mean, like I said, look, white people, they beef as well with like politics. You got Democrat, Republican stuff. Mm-hmm. They're different. They got different sections, but it seems like they have a time and a place. And then as soon as 5 o'clock, it's like, all right, then, well, I'm heading out there.
Yeah,
well, that was great.
No, our beefs are exploited.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you why, because it just doesn't affect, it's like stereotypes with us. Our stereotypes affect us worse than other people's stereotypes. Right now you got white Republican politicians threatening to fight each other in session on the floor.
Sending buses of immigrants to people's houses.
Yeah, doing crazy stuff like that, antagonizing each other, but it still doesn't define them like it defines us. For some reason they would brush that off. But people, but like for them, it's just those guys. Those guys are crazy. For us, well, you guys are just inherently violent, and ignorant. Y'all are just ignorant.
I mean, I had things too. I was on the panel and stuff, and two guys got into it on the panel, and I pull up, and on the internet, they giving out the address. They're like, brother, you can meet me here. This is my address. Now, granted, he's a trucker, so he's giving the address to his house while his wife and kids are there. He said, go pull up there. He's already on the road, but it does get ridiculous in there too. There's been some stuff, man.
Yeah. No, it's just a thought of mine, man. I just, I'm at a point in my life where I just want to see people help each other. If it's really, if we're doing things that are detrimental to us as a culture and a people. I think beefing is something that it's going to happen. I'm realistic, but it's just something that we just need to, kind of keep a check on.
But in entertainment, though, it's like when you're trying to do entertainment, you tend to skew towards the negativity and stuff, because that will kind of sell, that will keep people coming back.
Yeah, exactly. Which, like Carmen said, is exploitive.
But sometimes beef isn't necessarily beef. It's just the truth. Somebody told the truth and you got mad that they told the truth.
That is true. No, that is very much true.
I was a comedian, man. They've always got into it a lot too. Like I used to love Patrice O'Neal before he passed away. Mm-hmm. And if you listen to some of his old stuff, Open and Anthem, like he was so brutally honest with people too. Yeah. And he was just ridiculously brutally honest. And they would talk about the way that they would get together, they hideouts and stuff, just kind of talk to each other, talk shit. He'd be like, are y'all even friends? I'm like, no, they ain't friends. They hate each other, but they be sitting there,
But they had respect, right? Or maybe not. Hey, listen, I don't care roasting and comedy and all that. That's I ain't saying we got to be polite. Roasting people is funny, and if you're in comedy, you got to take it sometimes. Yeah. I would just encourage us to like find some the way that we find ways to beef and roast and do all this kind of stuff, maybe we should start finding more avenues to try to help each other too.
Right, because Oprah Winfrey, is it true she's trying to blackball Taraji P. Henson?
Is she really doing that? And I heard, and Monique was saying that Tyler Perry was trying to blackball her.
She had.
So that's like worse than beef. That's like, you're trying to tear down my livelihood. You're trying to tear down my career. How is that helping Black people?
That is true.
It's not just a play beef here, let's gain, an audience. It's, you're tearing my family down.
Yeah. No, that's horrible if you got billionaires doing that. That's worse than any beef. You're right about that. No, that's a great point. No, that's why I'm glad I had y'all here, man.
No.
You said we working together until she gets out the room and starts talking shit behind me. Behind my back. Which she said she'll do. Behind closed doors, she'll talk some shit.
I turn a deaf ear.
There you go. And you literally have a deaf ear.
I really, literally.
You were. One time I was next to you, John, goddamn, you were just standing there just looking. I said, I know this is me right here.
I do it all the time, and I have to explain to people all the time. He's definitely.
He's definitely. Well, hey, I again just want to get some opinions from everybody out there, and I'm not saying what I'm thinking is right. I'm just wanting to hear what people thought about my opinions on this, and hear your opinions too. Chat, thank you for chiming in. I hope you enjoyed the discussion.